What's up, what's up, what's up? Once again, it's your man Chaz Ellis giving you the information that you asked me for. Make sure you go to the ChazEllisProject.com. Gotta do it today. Make sure you get access to the free online live stream called 10 Steps to Recovering from Rock Bottom. If you're going through something, or you know somebody who is, or you've been through something, you kind of, trying to figure out how to get to that next step, make sure you get access to that free live stream. This is the last day to do it. Don't try to get mad like, oh, why isn't it free anymore? Hey, it's been free for 15 days, bruh. If you didn't take advantage of that, that's on you. All right, so make sure you go ahead and go to that. This question that I got is from the Chaz Ellis Project. You pick the next video. Make sure you want to go on there if you want to be a part of picking the next video. It's from a person that call themselves True. And it was, how do you know if they're the right one and you're ready to get married? Well, basically those things go together. Because if you're not ready to get married, that's not the right one for you. It doesn't matter who they are or what they got going for them. If you're not ready to get married, they're not going to be the right one for you. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to work out that way. You got to make sure that you're ready. So it's a combination of the two. And if they're not the right one for you, guess what? How are you going to be ready to get married to somebody who's not the right one for you? So it kind of works hand in hand. So there's like really 3 questions that you really got to ask yourself before you even decide to go into a long-term relationship or marriage with somebody. Number 1 is, do you have a clear destination, and is it the same as that other person's? Here's what I mean by that. When you go into a relationship, you have to know where you want to be in the future. You can't get married to somebody if you don't know where you want to be in the next 10 years. Why? Because if you're getting married, you're supposed to be together in the next 10 years. That's the plan. So if you guys don't have the same destination, then how can you stay together? How can both of you be happy and be living your dreams? If you don't have a clear plan for your future, you don't have a dream that you want to live, then how can you really connect with somebody else and have them be a part of it? How can they be a part of something that you don't even have planned? Sometimes you have dreams that just don't go together. Sometimes you have destinations where you guys are not going to the same place. You might be sitting here saying, man, I want to be a millionaire and I want to, just own this huge business, and this is what I'm trying to do, and I'm willing to sacrifice anything to get there. And that person may be like, man, I really just want to work a job, make decent money and just be happy, have a good family and be happy. Well, if those are your goals are totally different, they don't really want the things that you want, then they're not going to want to make the sacrifices for those things. It's going to be confusing to them. If you're like, oh man, I want to live next to my family, and they're like, well, I want to live close to my family also, but your family lives on 2 different sides of the country, it's going to be a problem because they want to live close to their family, you want to live close to your family, y'all families live far away. Y'all are not going, even though it looks like, y'all have the same plan, your destinations are totally different because that's just the way it is. The way the logistically, it's just not set up for y'all to be, together. It could be something like, you want kids and they don't. How do you work that out? You're going to force somebody to have kids and they don't want them? So that becomes a problem. It becomes a big issue in a relationship. That's not really set up properly. So you got to make sure that you have a clear destination and a plan for your life, and that their plan works with yours. It does not have to be the same plan, but they have to have the same destination. You might say, I want to work 80 hours a week and make millions of dollars. And they might say, I want to be at home raising my kids. That actually works together. Sometimes you can have the same exact plan and be at two totally different destinations. You might say, I want to work 80, 90 hours a week and make millions of dollars. They might say, I want to work 80, 90 hours a week and make millions of dollars. And you're like, wait a minute, how do we see each other? So we're not right for each other, but we do have the same plan. It's just that we're not going to end up in the same destination. One of us will have to sacrifice their destination, and that usually doesn't work out. Number 2, clear relationship morals. You guys have to agree. This is a question you have to ask yourself. Do I have clear relationship morals that this other person agrees with? Are my morals part of a overall relationship philosophy? A lot of people go into relationships, they have this thing where it's like, I'm going to make the rules as I go along. Have you ever, when you were a little kid, did you ever play a game with somebody and they just made the rules as they went along? And basically the rules are just set up to benefit them and not you. That's the rules. They were just like, I want to benefit myself and not you. So basically it was kind of be like, y'all playing with a game with a ball, you don't really have any rules set up. And they're like, oh, that's out of bounds. You're like, what? The ball went out off you last time. That wasn't out of bounds. Well, that's out of bounds now. What kind of game is this? Now you don't want to play anymore. Well, that's kind of the same way in relationships. When you don't have a clear and concise set of rules that you're following that are part of an overall philosophy, that other person can't really connect with the rules. They don't want to be a part of it anymore because they don't really see where these rules benefit them. It's like I was talking to a girl that was like, yeah, my dude can't go to strip clubs. He was trying to go to a strip club, and I was like, you ain't doing that. And then in the next breath, it was like maybe a couple minutes later, she was telling me about she was going out to lunch with another guy, and he was mad about it. He's like, he's just so jealous and insecure. I was like, you're just making up rules based on what you want to do at any particular time. He sees that as being the same thing. Yeah, you don't want to go to a strip club. You want to go out to dinner with other dudes or lunch or whatever. You want to go eat with other dudes. He wants to go to strip clubs. Y'all both want to do something the other one doesn't want you to do. It'd be either let y'all both do what y'all want to do, or, neither one of y'all do that. That would have made more sense. And, you're wondering why this person doesn't want to be a part of the rules. So you got to have rules that y'all both agree upon that are part of an overall philosophy so that you can kind of get on the same page. And the last one, do you need each other? People say this all the time. I don't need you. I just want you. I don't need you in my life. Well, if you don't need somebody, then the next step is going to be to get rid of that person when things get tough. You're not going to keep things that you don't really need. It's like if you have 5 cars and one car was giving you a whole lot of trouble, you probably get rid of that car. You'd be like, man, I'm tired of this car. I'm not going to spend my time fixing this mug. But if you got one car and that mug get flat tires all the time, the engine is messed up, all kind of stuff, you're going to keep fixing that car because you need to get to work. You're not going to stop fixing the car because you're mad at it or something like that. You're going to keep fixing it because it's all you got. If you don't feel like you really need somebody in your life and they don't feel like they need you, then one of you is going to get tired of doing the work. And it's going to stop. It's going to come to an end. Your relationship is going to come to an end because you're just not going to want to do it anymore. It's not worth it to you because you don't feel like you need each other. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you go to the ChazEllisProject.com if you want to get a consultation, if you want to get access to the live stream. This is the last day to do it. Make sure you do that. Also, hit me up on Facebook on Ask Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Peace.